Guys, I am so stressed. My freaking camera has died like 1,200 times already throughout this video, but you know what? I'm really pushing through right now, ignoring my homework and just procrastinating my entire life just to make this video. So we're gonna keep trucking along and hopefully it doesn't die, you know, during this freaking intro. Who knows? But welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, how are you doing? I'm Jordan. If you are new here, seriously, thank you so much for clicking on this video or accidentally clicking on this video. Who knows why you're here? But if you're here, just might as well hit the subscribe button because I'm really fun. It's clearly 1 o'clock.
It's 1 o'clock in my apartment.
Wine o'clock. I love wine o'clock. I love wine. I love Pinot Grigio. If you send me some, I literally love it so freaking much. But clearly, as you can tell, I am filming. I gotta like get comfortable just to like, you know, chill with you guys, like relax. But I'm filming my foundation routine because my foundation routine has changed a lot since I first started YouTube, or at least I think it has. Maybe I've gotten better at makeup. I really don't know. I'm gonna go for the more glowy skin look. I filmed this video before. I had really bad acne. I was on birth control. My face was all messed up, my hormones were all messed up, and I was like, I'm not putting that out through the world. So now I'm here, got off birth control and started a new one, so my skin is clear again, thank God. And, you know, no babies over here either, so that's always good. Yeah, and I have a foundation routine for you guys that is full, in-depth, ready to go. But basically how it's gonna go is I'm just gonna talk through it and then insert clips in so you guys can see what the heck I'm doing. This foundation routine is what I do whether I'm going to class or going out. You know, going to class, like, clearly I have, like, a presentation. If not, I'm not wearing makeup to class because I don't care about anyone in class. And I'm cute without makeup, too. Or at least I tell myself that. Since my camera's, like, literally going to die at any moment, we're just gonna dive right in to this video. Clearly, I start off my foundation routine with a clean beauty blender. Not this ugly trap. No, but seriously. So I clean my beauty blenders with, a bar of soap. It's the best way. It like sucks all the oil out because soap bars are like really dry, so it like sucks all the makeup out. Literally the best thing to use. Like I have done everything and you don't have to go buy the bars of soap at Sephora. Like you can just get a regular bar of soap. Next thing I do, I moisturize my face. Lately I've been using the Drunk Elephant Polypeptide Cream. I'm clearly not rich enough to buy this moisturizer, you know, unless it's a Sephora gift, and I got it during my Sephora gift. So that's how I got that moisturizer. If not, I use a Clinique like hydrating gel serum. I forgot, but that's normally what I do. But next thing I do is I jump into my foundation, and here I basically just pounce my foundation in with my beauty blender, and I do this for literally about 2 or 3 minutes, and I work it all over my face. I try and use the least amount of foundation I can with also getting like a good coverage from it. So basically what I do is I go in with a smaller amount at first, you know, pounce it all over my skin, go on my neck, and then if there's areas at the end where I need more foundation, I'll just kind of go back in and like apply to those areas. But I feel like foundation, you really only need a thin layer, especially if you're trying to not look like a cake face. Like use the least amount of product as you can while getting like the best coverage. It's just the way to do it. Next thing I go into is, I have like notes of what I do or else I would forget. I go into my concealer. So basically what I do with my concealer is I, you know, throw it all over my face. I use the Instant Rewind Concealer. I use this one. I use Tarte Shape Tape. I use the Laura Mercier. I use whatever concealer honestly I'm feeling that day. I have a lot of them. I just happen to be enjoying the Instant Rewind Concealer a lot. So it's got good coverage and it's from the drugstore, so it's perfect. But I do that, and then what I do when I'm tanner, right now I'm self-tanned. So if I'm self-tan, this means my concealer is probably for a ghost. So I have to mix it in with my tanner foundation that I have. So I use just like a little bit of the foundation from the bottle and like mix it in with the concealer, or however I want to do it. Sometimes I dab it with the concealer as well on my face. But then I just pounce it in with my beauty blender, which you're gonna see. After I do my concealer, fun fact, my camera died during this part, so I had to kind of set my concealer a little bit. But before I set my concealer or do any of that, I do my cream bronzer, and I use the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro cream bronzer. I use just this taupey color right here, and I would bronze my face where you would normally bronze it. I do my cheekbones, I do my forehead area, my temples, down my nose a little bit, chin. I really focus on the cheekbones just so this gives me like a, you know, good area to kind of go in later and set it with like regular bronzer. And then after I do that, I jump into my highlighter. So I use a stick or cream, liquid or cream highlighter. Today I use the liquid highlighter by Sephora. Yeah, it's just Radiant Luminizing Drops. I like them. They're like cheap and affordable, and they just kind of give you like this dewy look before you set your face. I just do this because I feel like it just gives, you know, the best effect. It gives me like the best like kind of like glowy look that I've been going for. I don't even know whether it makes sense when I talk. So I do that, and then when I'm done with that, I finally set my face. So I go in with the Beauty Blender, and I go in with my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and I set my face, which you're gonna see here. I go under my eyes, on my nose, you know, my T-zone area, wherever I need to go. And then basically when I'm done with that, I go in with a brush and kind of like pat the brush in, and I go and I set my whole face, or kind of like, you know, put the product on. You'll kind of see it. And then I bring it down my neck. You can't forget your neck, because you need to set your neck as well. And I always bring my foundation down my neck because it matches the best. Oh, you get a clean look, okay? We don't need the orange lines. That looks weird. Basically, after I set my face and neck, I'm now gonna go in with my contour. I'm going in with the Wet n Wild contouring palette. Literally, don't go anywhere else. This is like $3. It's the best thing ever. I've turned all my friends onto this, and they all love it. It has 2 shades. I get the Dolce de Leche or whatever shade. I don't know what it says on here. Honestly, it's covered, but I get this one. It's the lighter one. And then just bronze my face where I did earlier with the cream bronzer. So I'm like just going in, contouring it up, slicing those cheekbones, making sure I look like Bella Hadid, even though I don't at all. Yeah, I do whatever areas you normally bronze, down your nose, your cheekbones, your forehead, anywhere you really want to make look slimmer or more chiseled, that's where you do it. And then I go in with my highlighter, and this is weird, but I do like to do my highlighter before my blush now, because I feel like when I was doing my blush and then I would do my highlighter, I felt like I just needed to go back in with more blush, because as weird as that sounds, but then I always go in with my Milani Luminoso blush, and I like to do this because it's also illuminating and it has like shimmer in it, so that my whole cheeks are just kind of like really glossy, and like, I don't know whether you can tell, but you can tell that it's like super glossy and I look kind of like wet almost. I just like that look, and I feel like by doing that and doing the blush after, it just kind of makes the highlight look better, and the blush doesn't come off from the highlight, or nothing's being like, I don't know. Blush, I feel like, can really wrap a look together. And then basically after, I would kind of do whatever else. If I had like a really bad pimple, I would go back in with a little more concealer and cover it up more and set that. Anything that I would need to do after, I clearly just do, but my skin has been really clear, so I was basically done after blush. You guys can tell, like, this is really, it doesn't take me long to do my foundation. It takes me probably like 10 minutes in total by myself, and this is me like for a video being really attentive. And then what I would do after is I go in with my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, and I just set my face, and that is basically all I do. But yeah, I set my face, and that's literally all I do for my foundation routine. It seems like a lot of steps, but I promise you it takes like 10 minutes max, and it's super easy to do, and it keeps my face really flawless. The one tip I have for you guys is just to blend, like blend away with your Beauty Blender, because it just really makes the coverage and like the whole application super seamless, and you don't look too cakey. Like, zoom you guys in. But yeah, as you can see, I don't look cakey, I don't look powdery. It's just super even coverage, like all the way around. Super quick, super easy foundation routine. This is what I do when I go out with my friends, whether it's like my birthday or literally I just want to look good for class or for a presentation. This is what I do basically every time. It's just what I've learned throughout my years of just doing makeup myself since like I've literally been doing makeup since I was probably 5. I clearly switch up my foundation. I'll use different foundations, I'll use different concealers, sometimes that changes, but this is just like my routine that I do every time. So no matter what products I'm using, I do this routine. Yeah, but this is really all I have for you guys. This was probably kind of quick because I was trying to you know, not let the camera die on me again. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, clearly. And, you know, I'll be back with another video. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but hopefully it'll be fun. But thank you for watching. Y'all are the realest. The realest.